and welcome to Project 5P. There's a old saying that be careful what you ask for because you might just get it. Well, I'm going to talk about be careful what you pray for. And there's a lot of areas that this fits into, but the first one I'm going to discuss, because I think it's the most obvious and the one that's talked about probably the most often, is praying for patience. Because when you pray for patience, what typically happens? You encounter situations that test your patience to extreme levels usually. And ideally, it might be fantasy world that you pray, God, please give me patience, but without testing my patience and you don't want to be in situations that are super frustrating and that are just test your patience, right? But at the same time, you want better patience. But logically and just common sense would say that you have to be put in those situations. God has to do that in order to increase your patience. Because if you just sit there right now, wherever you're at, I just sit here and pray for patience, how will I ever know if God answered my prayer? Sitting here in peace and just not being around people, not being around any situation that's a test in any way, how will I know if God answered my prayer of more patience? That I'm just going to be overcome by this feeling of patience out of nowhere? How do I know that I'm patient? The only way to know if you're patient is if you're put in a situation that requires patience. So your patience is going to be tested. Otherwise, you have no idea if your patience is increasing. So, praying for patience is admirable. To desire more patience and to be a more patient person is definitely an admirable aspiration to have. Just be prepared. It's definitely something you should pray for. Just be prepared for the test that comes along with it. Get after it.